Are you ready to see the British Airways business class experience in Europe? This is Club Europe, and I honestly have an opinion about it that may surprise you. I'm flying British Airways A321neo to Paris from London, and my experience was interesting, so come along. Hello, welcome. We are flying British Airways Club Europe. Now, is it any different to economy? Basically not, just a meal in the lounge, but we are getting fast track, security fast track. I know that Terminal 5 security can be quite crowded at some points in the day, but you know, not right now, but fast track that is cool priority. I think the lounge, so yeah. This is British Airways Club Europe from Heathrow Terminal 5 to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. Heathrow Terminal 5 Fast Track Security is divided into two parts, similar to their lounges, north and south. I'm in the northern section, which is directly next to the business class check-in area and the Northern Galleries lounge. So we made it through priority security, but it wasn't actually that empty. It was quite full, honestly. I think Heathrow is a bit full now. So we are next to the Northern Club Lounge, the British Airways Galleries Lounge, but we're going to go to the southern one just because that's the bigger one, and it's combined with the Concorde room, the first class lounge. I also just prefer it in general. Business class is a bit busy, it seems. 77% full. Look how busy Heathrow is today. It's incredibly busy. So, by this point, our gate hasn't been announced yet, but we decided to go to the Southern Galleries Lounge, just because we prefer it to the others. In a funny coincidence, our gate ends up just by the entrance to this lounge. Crazy. British Airways South Lounges. These are the magic escalators. Oh, sure. So we've made it into the lounge, obviously. I had a look at the buffet, being the boring British guy I am. Got Brussels sprouts and mash. Very British. So, yeah, buffet is quite nice. And I got myself like a nice orange juice. Now, this is the buffet. It contained plenty of good English and international foods, ranging from the good old mashed potatoes to curry, pasta, and fish cakes. These were most of the options that I could find in the lounge. Now, take this with a grain of salt, as lounge food can depend greatly on the season. This was filmed in late December, so the dishes may vary drastically to the summer menu. I really liked the mash though, creamy with just the right amount of butter mixed in. Special mentions to the crisp chip bar too. But, as all things do, this lounge experience had to come to an end, and soon enough we found ourselves at the gate for this flight. As is usual, we got priority boarding, and we were some of the first people to get scanned in to board the plane. Though, the aircraft wasn't ready to be boarded yet. Does that annoy you? Let me know in the comments. Now, that in the corner is my aircraft today. Registered Golf, November, Echo, Oscar, Tango, a 2019 built A321neo, which was delivered directly to British Airways from Airbus. What a marvellous piece of engineering. It's time to board our British Airways A321neo to Paris. It's going to be a 1 hour flight, so we definitely spent more time in the lounge. I ate a lot of food, a lot of snacks. And now I am quite full, but I think we're going to have a snack or a meal on the plane. But I believe this is where we go. Hello. Yep. Just listen to that boarding music. British Airways really knows how to set the mood. Oh my god. Now, here is my seat for today. 1F. This aircraft features the Collins Aerospace Pinnacle seats, upholstered in leather. Fascinatingly, the forward 14 rows have the ability to recline the seat by 3 inches, including my seat. But the rows 15 and onwards do not feature any recline. Anyway, the plane is laid out in a standard 3-3 configuration. This business class seat is no different to economy, as is usual on intra-European business class. I'm sat in the bulkhead row, so I get plenty of leg room. I definitely recommend the front row, as it is the only other row, other than the exit rows, to feature extra leg room. Now, the seat comes with an adjustable headrest, both vertically and on the sides, as well as a USB-A and universal power port. Sadly, this seat does not get that tray table in the center seat, as is usual on older planes. The newer and reconfigured A321neos are getting it soon. It's great that BA chose to install individual air vents.
Hello everyone, just a quiet reminder, we are refueling, so we do require you to open. Once your handbag is safely stowed, please make yourself.
As is standard, the seat pocket also comes with the British Airways High Life magazine and the A321neo safety card. Welcome aboard this British Airways A321neo. On Club Europe, that is. They're still boarding, obviously, because we boarded first. Annoyingly, there's no middle table thing. It's fine. I can tell that they haven't just removed it. There's no places for it to go. It's no slits on the table, like here. Obviously, in the bulkhead row there is more leg room here, but otherwise it's quite normal. There is a minuscule recline, obviously. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. But honestly, I wouldn't expect it. It's quite well cushioned. It's bouncy. It makes a noise, but whatever. Seats fairly comfortable, it's alright. I mean, if you press down hard enough, you will touch the seating bit. I'm fine with this. This is pretty good for a intra-European business class seat. We'll see whether the food is good, but so far it's better than Air France and KLM, where they don't block out the middle seats. It's pretty good.
Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket. Large devices, including laptops, must be stowed away.
But now, time to leave. Just a long taxi through Heathrow, and the wait for the takeoff later, we blasted out of London. Listen to the howl of those CFM LEAP 1A engines. Wow. This flight to Paris is not long, and British Airways Club Europe services always, or at least most of the time, have a meal. So, as soon as we reached cruising altitude, the crew jumped up and started the meal service. I have to give a huge shout out to our brilliant crew on this flight, who were so accommodating to my slow eating. But anyway, the options were beetroot salad or sausage selection. They came on this cafeteria style tray, but I'm not saying the presentation was bad. And, fair enough, this flight was only around an hour long. We were also offered drinks. I opted for good old apple juice, and my mum decided she wanted a white wine. Obviously, I didn't have any, because I can't drink yet. So, we are on board this A321neo, and food has just come. Okay, so this is the British Airways Club Europe flight. I'm just going to quickly try the beetroot salad because we're already on approach into Paris. I'm going to try the beetroot, which is quite nice. I've already had some. I'm going to... This is like a melon. It's pretty good. Then this is like an olive bread, I would say. It's literally normal bread. And then there's this nice chocolate mousse with gingerbread covered and like a berry. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 5 to 7 out of 10 because I haven't had all of it, but it's good. But still far too many cutlery pieces.
Before I tell you my opinion on this flight and give it a rating, I just want to thank anyone who was subscribed. If you haven't already, I urge you to smash that subscribe button and like the video. It really helps creators like me and your favorite creator grow our channels and reach more people like me and you. Thanks. Now, back to the video. But then, faster than you could say au revoir Angleterre, we were breaking into the clouds and descending into Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. Look, when you first glance at BA Club Europe, you may just think it's a higher priced economy, but it is a completely different experience, with a lot more interaction with crew and therefore personalization. It's not just the seat that makes a good business class service, and that's brilliantly demonstrated here. You get lounge access, which, in BA's case, will become better when the new loyalty program is launched, meaning less crowded lounges, but also, on this ticket, you also get a meal, which can be the difference between an okay flight and a good flight, especially in Europe. I must say, I quite like BA Club Europe, and if you get it for a fairly cheap price, or you pay with Avios, it is definitely worth it. This product is probably, in my opinion, one of the better regional business classes in Europe. Whoa.
A very warm welcome to Paris Charles de Gaulle. The local time here is approaching 10 o'clock in the evening. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened to the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. When it's safe to do so, do take care when opening the overhead lockers, items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury.
Wow, welcome to France. I quite enjoyed that flight, honestly. Good meal. And yes, we got chocolate. But yeah. Now, that landing was quite hard, so if I was to rate it out of 10, I would probably say like 5, because it was quite hard. It wasn't the hardest, but it was quite hard. But overall, the flight was, like, I would say pretty good, so... So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. 8. Thank you, British Airways. Bye. Whoop. Welcome to France. Here we are, Paris Charles de Gaulle. That flight was really good, honestly. Already rated it 8 out of 10. It's great, like the food, everything. Service was great. And there is the plane. So yeah, really liked that. Thank you to BA for the great flight, honestly. Really liked it. The A321neo.